Oh, hey there. So, normally I'm sarcastic or inspiring, or I play music, but today I'm going to teach you something. Here we go. Okay, so what is this little thing right here? This little gold thing in between here and here, okay? This is called a backflow prevention. Now, how does that work and what's it there for? Okay, so you have a normal hose bib and you put this on here, but what does it do? Let me explain. Imagine that all your water is hooked up to, in this case, a 1-inch PEX line that goes to the street, and then from there it goes into an 8-inch main water line. Okay, so it's just filled with water, and there's fire hydrants ever so often, 1,000 feet or whatever it is. So now imagine that the house is on fire, or they're just running water out of the fire hydrant. Like sometimes they open them up to like bleed the line out, but at the same time you've got your hose all the way on, and the other end of the hose is sitting in a mud puddle or sewage or anything that's contaminated, that's not 100% pure clean water that's been tested from the water plant, sorry. And then what happens is this: they turn on the fire hydrant, it's blasting tons of water, and it's got to suck that water from somewhere. Now, if all your stuff is off, no big deal. But if this is all the way on, or even on some, or really anywhere in the house, then it will have such a suction from pushing that volume of water out that it starts sucking water through your house and back into the street. And if that hose is sitting inside of a nasty puddle of yuck, then that water will go through that hose, through your house, into the street and into the main water supply, where it contaminates everybody's water. Now, sometimes you'll get some notice that's like, hey, boil your water for the next however long, because they've got to flush all that stuff out and make sure that you're clean. And that's why, not necessarily. Sometimes there's a leak like in the main line somewhere and it got contaminated. Dirt got in there, something got in there that we're not sure, and we don't want you to get sick, so we don't want to have bacteria in there. Also, there's a lot of chlorine in the water, because once they treat it at the water treatment plant and it's coming over here, maybe something contaminates it. Maybe there's a leak in there or something like that, and so the bleach, the chlorine, will then kill any microorganisms that are in there. So just like in your pool or whatever. And actually, if you know that, you can smell it and be like, that's very bleachy water. And if you put it like in a fish tank or something like that, like I've got a koi pond, and so if I fill it and then forget and it's too high of a concentration, it'll kill them because of too much chlorine. So the backflow prevention. Now, sprinkler systems have them, other things have them, but it's a very simple thing. It's a couple dollars, and you can put it on there, and then you won't be the problem. Also, another fun fact: what is bleach made out of? How do you make bleach? Mo, do you know? A lot of people don't. It is melted salt or salt water that has had an electric current run through it, and it makes a chemical change that makes it into bleach. So that's what it is. Now you know.